Funny thing, it's a sunny day today. U.S. economy is getting worse, and Warren Buffett just a few months ago said that you should not bet against USA. I think what he's trying to say is that uh, with the petrodollar system that's in place right now, with what is actually happening right now, even with the war that's happening right now with between Ukraine and Russia, and the U.S. keep printing the money, so people are not so convinced of using the U.S. dollars anymore, and they're starting to reduce the capital reserve in U.S. dollars. I'm talking about countries. All these things is going to lead USA into a more stronger country. Is absurd, right? The overall, this is how I see the things. Maybe you want to fill it up for me as well. Maybe you have a different opinions, but that's up to you. USA is strong because they used to have a lot of talented people, strong in technology. This is fact. They work really hard, like really, really hard. Some people still work really hard right now, but it's not their people, it's some people. So that's the difference. And USA used to have high integrity when it comes to the maintenance of how they deal with the world, but they are not showing that anymore. Of course, they are, even in the past, they kind of like do not maintain absolute high integrity, but at least they try to, or maybe they try to do it in the media. Not like today, it's a little bit too absurd. So at the same time, they were telling, for example, they're telling Ukraine that you should stop the war, and at the same time, they were saying they were going to send you more weapons, and at the same time, they're going to say we're going to support you fully if the war actually outbreak, and then at the same time, they're not sending in troops. At the same time, they're burning more money and support Ukraine, and at the same time, they're printing a lot of money for that. At the same time, they're making the weaponry companies in USA makes more money. At the same time, they're making more inflations in the US economy. At the same time, they are making more recessions in USA as well as worldwide. At the same time, people are losing jobs without knowing that they are the one spending at their own expense for the war that is not related to them for the sake of the weaponry companies. At the same time, they are voting for the guy that is not for them. It's like picking two of the worst, and at the same time they are trying to say that they are the strongest country. At the same time, they're trying to attack China at the same time. I know you have a different view, but let's just talk about things that we know right now. So at the same time, there's so many things happening at the same time. I'm not even sure if people realize about that. I'm not sure even Americans even know about that. The people, as far as I see, I enjoy a lot of entertaining YouTubers in the USA as well. It's pretty funny. Like there's a guy that would deliver a penny across America to Mr. Beast, and he always said the great reset. I cannot remember his name. It doesn't really matter, but if you know what I mean. But if you don't, it doesn't matter. So as he was trying to get across America within 30 days to the place that Mr. Beast is staying, and he moved from state to state, from places to places, you realize that there are a lot of kind Americans. Americans are kind in general. They're very nice people, and he was trying to sell waters at the beach, and people were enjoying. So this is the mindset, the mentality. You have to just look at it. Not every place are like that, but some places, I mean, there are a lot of people that are also living above average, and they're enjoying their life during working hours. So what he does most of the time, I'm not sure if it's applicable in Asia, maybe it does. So what he does most of the time is that he bought a lot of water, put in some ice, he go around with a small little thing, I don't know what you call it. So he moved around to the beach or on the streets. He was asking, do you want to buy some water? So he sell at double the price. People will buy it. Sometimes they will pay him even a little bit more because it seems like he is doing something. I'm not sure, is it because of the camera or is it because they enjoy doing good stuff? I believe the second one is more true to it. In general, I think a lot of folks in Americas are nice as long as they're not politicians. They're generally kind and they are trying to help him to complete the project, sometimes giving him $5 for a bottle of water just so that he can complete his project, which is very nice to see. And what you do not see is people that are not on the beach, people that are not on the streets during the working hours. They are working. They're working. So these are the people that are barely affected. Based on the statistics, now I'm talking about numbers. If you don't like numbers, then this is, I don't know how to explain this to you. So you look at numbers, you look at the news, you look at the number of people that get fired, the number of people that have to get 2 jobs, part-time jobs, 2 or sometimes 3 part-time jobs just to make, just to meet the means. So this is very pitiful in my perspective. If you have to work 2 jobs or 3 jobs in order for you to have a comfortable life or maybe reasonable life, then you can just pay your weekly rent and you kind of make it buy for the school fees for your kids and so on. These are the people that are being affected by recession. So not the people that's on the beach. If you walk around and you see them walking on the street, smiling, having iPhone, those are not the people that are being affected. It is the majority of the people that are being affected from the printing of the money, which causes inflation. There's nothing to do with those that already have stocks or properties or playing volleyballs on the beach. It's going to affect the people that will be working 2 or 3 jobs because now things get more expensive. So as the rent, so as the property, so as the food, everything. But is the minimum wage keeping up? Minimum wage is a scam, by the way. Another topic. Is the minimum wage going to keep up? I don't think so. And even if keep up, right, it's actually at the expense of the employer. It's gonna kill the business owners. It's just stupid. It's violating the nature of economy. The reason why it cannot keep up is because it is not natural to print money. You should let the economy do whatever they deem fit. But as long as government is involved, nothing natural can occur. And so as the control of the interest rate. I think I'll stop here.